Hi, welcome to Unix Academy. In this video, we are going to learn some more pod related questions and answers. Here, question: workload resources for managing pods. Usually, you don't need to create pods directly, even singleton pods. Instead, create them using workload resources such as deployment or job. If your pods need to track a state, consider the stateful set resource. Here are some examples of workload resources that manage one or more pods: deployments, stateful set, and demand set, etc. Next one: in how many ways can you use pods in Kubernetes cluster? Pods in a Kubernetes cluster are used in two main ways: pods that run a single container. The one container per pod model is the most common Kubernetes use case. In this case, you can think of a pod as a wrapper around a single container. Kubernetes manages pods rather than managing the containers directly. Next one: pods that run multiple containers that need to work together. A pod can encapsulate an application composed of multiple co-located containers that are tightly coupled and need to share resources. These co-located containers form a single cohesive unit of service. For example, one container service data stored in a shared volume to the public, while a separate sidecar container refreshes or updates those files. The pod wraps these containers, storage resources, and an ephemeral network identity together as a single unit. I will give you some more explanation about this. Each pod is meant to run a single instance of a given application. If you want to scale your application horizontally to provide more overall resources by running more instances, you should use multiple pods, one for each instance. In Kubernetes, this is typically referred to as a replication. Replicated pod are usually created and managed as a group by a workload resource and its controller. Next one: how pods manage multiple containers. Pods are designed to support multiple cooperating processes as containers that form a cohesive unit of service. The containers in a pod are automatically co-located and co-scheduled on the same physical or virtual machine in the cluster. The containers can share resources and dependencies, communicate with one another, and coordinate when and how they are terminated. Pods and controllers. What are pods and controllers? You can use workload resources to create and manage multiple pods for you. A controller for the resource handles replication and rollout and automatic healing in case of pod failure. For example, if a node fails, a controller notices that pods on that node have stopped working and creates a replacement pod. The scheduler places the replacement pod onto a healthy node. What is pod templates? What are pod templates? Controllers for workload resources create pods from a pod template and manage those pods on your behalf. Pod templates are specifications for creating pods and are included in workload resources such as deployments, jobs, and demand sets. Each controller for a workload resource uses the pod template inside the workload object to make actual pods. The pod template is part of the desired state of whatever workload resource you use to run your app. The sample below is a manifest for the sample job with a template that starts one container. The container in that pod prints a message, then passes. Here is the YAML script for pod template. Here using job object, and under this spec field we will give template. Under this template we will give one more spec field. Under this we will give container information. That's about this video. Thanks for watching.